You think that butterflies are perfect angels. You think that when they perch on you, it means they like you. It means you're the chosen one, or it means you're a Disney princess. Even you men, you think you're Disney princesses, don't you? Well, boy, have I got news for you. I haven't even watched this video, but based on my own like animal knowledge, I know what butterflies really are. And now we're going to see what this person, a talking hat, has to say about butterflies. So the first terrible war crime that they commit, cannibalism. Let's get into it.
Although innocent looking, the zebra longwing butterfly is one of the most barbaric butterfly species in Central America. Picture this. We're out in the wild, watching a patch of passionflower vines where zebra longwing caterpillars hang out. These little guys are black and white striped munching machines, and all they really do is just, well, munch on leaves. But what most people don't know is that 1 second, these caterpillars can go from munching on leaves to munching on each other. It sounds strange, but there's sort of a reason as to why they do it. The caterpillar's mom has a pretty clever survival strategy. Their favourite food is the passionflower plant, and their moms are super picky about them. The butterflies will lay their eggs on these leaves because they contain toxins that make the caterpillars, and later, the adult butterflies, taste awful to predators. It's pretty much the ultimate troll
But they don't taste awful to themselves if they're cannibals.
that these butterflies do to their enemies. If anybody comes to eat them, they taste like crap. And nobody likes to eat things that taste like crap. So, as a result, predators become less likely to eat this species. But, unfortunately, there's a catch. Passionflower leaves are a limited resource, so when a female butterfly lays a bunch of eggs on the same leaf, and they all hatch around the same time, you suddenly have a crowd of hungry caterpillars. And if you're a big back like these caterpillars, then you'll know hunger can bring out some desperate behaviors.
Big
The
back,
caterpillars
big back.
will be munching away, but the leaves are running out faster than expected. And in search of leaves to munch on, they start bumping into each other.
Oh no,
Now-
bro. Look at this guy's face. Look at this cutie pie. And then you had to go bump into Grumpy McGrumpy Pants.
Now, one caterpillar, a bit bigger, hungrier, and more ruthless than the rest,
Clearly.
decides to go full-on crash-out mode. And it's not random. His little primate caterpillar brain is making a strategic move. The crash-out caterpillar thinks to himself, I'm hungry, and these leaves sure are running out fast. But Loki, I'm kind of bigger than my brothers and sisters.
And like they're doing it for poison, yeah. I mean, like not poison, but it tastes bad. So they more or less absorb the essence from the flower. And guess who just happens to have some flower essence in them? Their fellow siblings. So I mean, it's an animalistic no-brainer.
I'd win. And then he puts
Wait. When did Talking Hat make this video? I love this style of video more than the other one that I've watched. This is amazing.
on his black Air Forces,
Damn.
turns to one of his
Hey. That seems kind of racist. I don't know. Is it just me?
family members and starts munching on them. Eggs? He'll munch on them. Younger siblings?
He'll munch
munch
on
on
them.
Older siblings that are trying to munch on him?
He'll try to munch
He'll
on
munch
them.
on them. It helps satiate his hunger
Domain expansion.
and reduce competition for the passionflower leaves.
Bruh.
By reducing competition, the surviving crashouts will have a better chance of making it to the next stage of their life cycle, eventually becoming butterflies. And also, interestingly enough, cannibalism amongst caterpillars and larvae isn't uncommon in the insect world. But that's for another video. The zebra longwings
Even ladybugs, actually. Y'all think ladybugs are so pretty. You don't know how a ladybug's life works. I don't know if I reacted to a video of it or I just watched it myself, but it was pretty interesting to know.
might be pretty and innocent looking, but underneath, they've got a cutthroat and cannibalistic culture. Even though it's for survival, because of this, I'll still have to charge them for 1 count of cannibalism. Huh? Well, it turns out that cannibalism is actually legal in 49 states in the US.
Nani?
Well, I suppose that clears them from their charge of cannibalism.
What do you mean cannibalism is legal? What does that even mean? Like, most people aren't going to do it, but that means if somebody wanted to do it, then it's not even illegal. But murdering someone to cannibalize on them is illegal, of course. But What if I see a dead person on this on like a street or something, and I go and cut him off, cut his pieces, and eat him, and that's legal, and that's crazy. The U.S. needs help.
But I'm still charging them with 1 count of murder and 1 count of desecration of a corpse.
Spin, spin, spin. Mega DDs. This should have been my. This should have been my thumbnail. I use cannibalism, but I think this is even more. This is better.
Alright, the next charge butterflies are facing on this list is gang.
Dang.
Um,
For those of you who don't know what he's talking about, let's just say it rhymes with staple.
grapes.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I don't know. I feel like the word grape fruit is not allowed anymore. That word, the one before fruit, because obviously, like social media is getting more intelligent, so they know when you say grapefruit without the fruits, then it means the one that they're trying to avoid in the first place.
these are butterflies we're talking about. I don't really think they're capable of this,
Huh.
but I've got to put this in for the video anyway. The Heliconius genus has a questionable eyebrow-raising habit that scientists call pupil mating. The scene is set.
No,
A young
no.
female
No,
Heliconius
no,
caterpillar
no.
has finally eaten enough. She crawls up a branch and starts to crystallize into her cocoon, officially entering her pupa stage. Now, according to scientists and entomologists, as the female Heliconius transforms from a caterpillar to a butterfly in her cocoon, she prepares to sprout and evolve. But as she tries to come out of her cocoon, a gang of male butterflies eager
No.
to mate will swarm the female
No,
butterfly.
no.
However, since she's still trapped in
Oh
her
no,
cocoon,
bro.
the gang of male butterflies will... Yeah. So they're definitely getting charged with 1 count of sexual assault and 1 count of grape. Ugh.
But I don't know how butterflies mate. But as far as I know, the mating what's it called? What's the word I'm looking for? The mating what's it called? Mating parts, but I was looking for a better word. The mating parts isn't anywhere where visible from when they first come out. So at least based on the what he showed. So what exactly are they gang that's like? Are you seeing what I'm trying to say? Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Anyways, that's not our business. Let's just keep watching.
Let's move on to the next topic.
Bro. The first two were already bad.
The next big charge butterflies are facing is public
Exactly. This is kind of anyways, let's go.
intoxication. It turns out that butterflies like to get drunk in a lot of public areas. They generally like to get this feeling from fermenting sap and rotting fruits. Then their drunken frenzy begins. Butterflies will be observed acting more clumsy, sluggish, and unfocused after ingesting fluids from rotten fruits. But there's a little more to it. You see, butterflies' primary diet is nectar, aka sugar water. And this can be problematic for butterflies because if sugar water was all they ever drank, they would miss out on a lot of vital nutrients. So this is why you might see a butterfly consuming something that you feel they don't typically eat. It's simply to solve their nutrient deficit.
Is that a taco?
And they do this by feeding on rotten fruits, blood, tears, rotting animals, and also...
Sweat. Sweat and
poop.
pee. And
Yes.
poop. So basically, you see all the things they like. They are not picky. So when a butterfly comes and perches on you, first of all, it could have already just perched on poop. And now it's perching on you. It's perching on your lips and you're feeling chosen. But it's just putting its poop legs on you. Why and when it perches on you, what it's actually after is your sweat. They like the urea in your sweat. So you're not special, Disney princess. Butterflies are just sick, disgusting creatures. Obviously, they're just animals. They're just insects, so it doesn't count. But still.
You heard it right. Butterflies love to feed off poop. The behavior is called
Whoa.
monoculling. And surprisingly, the process helps
What was this freaky ass butterfly?
them a lot by providing the butterflies with a good amount of sodium and amino acids. Nonetheless, it's still gross, so let's get to their charges. Butterflies will receive a charge for 1 count of public intoxication and 1 count of public indecency.
I mean, does that count as indecency? Fraud.
Fraud, and child abandonment. Although most insects aren't necessarily the best parents, butterflies have definitely earned themselves a good spot as one of the worst insect parents to have. The zebra longwings we were talking about earlier
It's always a zebra long wings, isn't it?
are actually decent parents in
Ah,
comparison to most
scratch that. You guys didn't hear that.
insects, since it purposefully goes out of its way to feed its offspring food that'll make them taste gross to predators. But large
Oh
blue
yeah, that makes
butterflies, on the
sense.
other hand, are questionable parents at best. Not only will these butterflies not be in their child's lives after they birth them, but also they'll intentionally lay their eggs by literal ant colonies, and then they'll fly away never to be
What
seen
the
again.
hell?
Now, although this is entirely negligent and dangerous, it's actually a strategic tactic for their species.
And how?
The mother births her babies besides ant colonies, and then when the caterpillars hatch out of their eggs, they'll deceptively produce chemicals and mimic sounds that ant larvae make. This makes the ants pick up the caterpillars and treat them as their own larvae. They'll be placed deep inside the nest with other ant larvae, then they'll be fed by the ants. Sometimes, when no ants are looking, the caterpillars will quickly eat the other ant larvae. So basically, they commit fraud and play Among Us for the beginning half of their life.
That was wild.
After the caterpillars have eaten enough, they'll enter the pupae stage and crystallize into a cocoon. At this point, the ants might start growing suspicious of the caterpillar, but even if the ants grow extremely suspicious and try to attack the cocoon, its shell is tough enough to protect the caterpillar. But for the most part, they're fine, until it's time for the butterfly to emerge from their cocoon. At that point,
Kaboom.
the ants definitely know the butterfly isn't their larvae, and the butterfly is royally screwed unless it gets out of there as soon as possible.
Bro.
I'll have to charge the ants with 1 count of fraud and 1 count of child negligence because placing your children right beside a barbaric, highly defensive ant colony is super dangerous.
The
And
ant
we've
said.
already seen how terrible ants are. However, I won't charge the butterflies with child abandonment since most insects generally have a hands-off approach to raising their kids.
Want to get some milk.
Order in the court. I
Order.
said order. I understand you love butterflies and that these crimes have you outraged, but
Nah, for me, it's like, oh, they're just animals, they're just insects. You cannot judge them by your human morals, by your moral standards, by your standard means of behavior, by your behavioral. I'm just trying to rhyme with the words I ended with. Anyways, point is that they're just insects, they're animals, that's their mode of living. Don't use your human standards to judge them, okay? They're not disgusting, they're just existing.
based on the verdict, as a species, butterflies will be charged guilty of 1 count of desecrating a corpse, 1 count of grape, 1 count of sexual assault, 1 count of public indecency, 1 count of public intoxication, 1 count of child negligence, and lastly,
Hey, but he said he wasn't going to count.
1 count of fraud. This is once again a total of 7 charges, which means
Sharingan.
butterflies are ranked as evil on our species codex.
Really? Dang.
May you never have the misfortune of stumbling across one of these dangerous perpetrators in your everyday
No,
life.
It's okay. We don't mind. I reacted to this one, by the way, so you guys should go watch it. I think that's one of my best doing videos. I think I have like 60 views, which isn't a lot, but still, I have 3 subscribers, so 60 views is pretty good. Anyways, thank you for sticking around this long. I enjoyed reacting to this video because I love learning in general and I love learning about animals specifically. So this wasn't even a hard video to make. If you like, I know my energy isn't like, oh, the famous reactors who are screaming, they're like falling off their chairs and all of that. If you like calm reactions, I'm not saying I wouldn't be really high energy sometimes, because right now I'm actually sleepy. I'm trying to live a more fit lifestyle, so I went running so early in the morning and I've been up since, and I literally just ate. But point is that if you like these calm reactions, then yeah, stick around. Even if you don't like calm reactions, you want me to be energetic, stick around. You get some of that sometime. Everybody sticks around, okay? Now hit that subscribe button before I hit. Anyways, guys, see you in the next one. Peace out. Oops, I'm on the wrong place. Peace out, guys. I had so much fun. That's why I love reacting, actually, because I'm just doing what I love and I get to basically do what I love, and people get to enjoy seeing me do what I love. That might sound weird, but I promise it's nice. Bye.